Be the number one in the world in 6 years and monopolize 90% of the US market. How good is China's king of port machinery? In this video, let us take a detailed look. Today's world can be said to be a marine century. If any country in the world wants to develop better, it is essential to actively develop ocean-going international trade. The daily busy container loading and transportation in various ports is the best proof. However, there is a company in China that has almost monopolized 80% of the international large-scale gantry crane market, almost reaching the level of every big port in the world with containers should have Zhenhua port machinery. The proud company is Zhenhua Heavy Industries, ZPMC. Zhenhua sells its products to 95 countries around the world, and its market share in Europe and the United States has reached more than 90%. For more than 20 consecutive years, it has been the number one port machinery market in the world, and it is a veritable king of port machinery. The United States has always regarded China as a competitor, and has repeatedly boycotted and sanctioned Chinese products and companies. But Zhenhua's gantry crane equipment hit the face of the United States time and time again. In 2013, Obama, then President of the United States, began to actively fight against Chinese manufacturing and formulated a series of measures against China, trying to make American manufacturing overwhelm China. However, during a speech at the port of Miami, a gust of demon wind blew off the American flag on the gantry crane behind him, revealing the words ZPMC, causing an uproar at the scene. In 2021, when China and the United States are fighting a trade war, the current U.S. President Biden will visit the port of Baltimore, Maryland. After the end, he will talk about the plan for the revival of U.S. infrastructure, which will be reported by the U.S. media. However, the giant cranes of Zhenhua Heavy Industry behind it were clearly photographed. These giants made in China are impressively in the same frame as Biden, who is keen on trade wars. Corresponding to such an ironic scene, the port machinery products of China Zhenhua Heavy Industry have monopolized 90% of the port machinery market in the United States, and the American port and shipbuilding industry is highly dependent on China Zhenhua's port machinery products. So how did Zhenhua grow into the leader in the world's port machinery market step by step under the leadership of the company's pioneer Guan Tongxian in the early stage? Before the 1990s, in the field of port machinery, 95% of the market share was divided among South Korea, Germany, and Japan. This tripartite confrontation was not broken until the emergence of Zhenhua. In the face of trade squeeze and technology blockade, how did China Zhenhua break through, and what is the secret of its success? To know the truth behind it, we have to get to know Guan Tongxian, the founder of Zhenhua. In 1992, the field of port machinery in China was blank, with no experience to learn from, and no cases to imitate. Under such circumstances, 59-year-old Guan Tongxian led a dozen partners to establish China Zhenhua Port Machinery, which means to revitalize China. The initial development method of Zhenhua Company is not different from that of other companies, but Zhenhua also has its own unique development strategy, that is, the strategy of foreign markets first. This may also be the reason why Guan was able to fight his way out when the technology was monopolized by foreign countries. Why did Guan adopt the strategy of foreign markets first? The main reason is that the domestic market at that time was already highly monopolized by foreign businessmen. Under such circumstances, if the startup Zhenhua wants to develop and survive, the only way to go is to sell its products abroad with price advantages, adopt price wars to open up foreign markets, and retain customers with high-quality advantages. In 1992, the Port of Vancouver, Canada invited bids for port machinery suppliers. Zhenhua Port Machinery won the port machinery supply contract of the Port of Vancouver with a bid that was 30% lower than the opponent's price and cost millions of dollars of freight at its own expense. In order to build up Zhenhua's reputation and make Zhenhua a hit, Guan led Zhenhua's employees to manufacture their first crane to be exported abroad as if they were polishing handicrafts. He demanded that all parts that Zhenhua could not control the quality of should be replaced by world-famous brands, and all parts thought to be defective should be replaced with new ones. Relying on Zhenhua's spirit of excellence, Zhenhua's first overseas export product won the praise of customers. Although it did not make much profit, it also won Zhenhua's international reputation. Subsequently, relying on high-quality and low-cost products, Zhenhua exported its products to foreign port machinery markets many times. Among them, the Port of Vancouver placed an order with Zhenhua again in 1993, and the Port of Miami in the United States placed an order with Zhenhua for 4 products at one time in 1994. Zhenhua gradually gained a firm foothold in the European and American markets. By 1998, Zhenhua Port Machinery had grown into a leader in the port container machinery industry, and its products accounted for a quarter of the world market, leaving the former big powers far behind. By this time, Zhenhua Port Machinery's market had grown sufficiently, but its profit was much lower than that of similar manufacturers. Guan, who is in his 60s, believed that Zhenhua could not always rely on meager profits to support it, and could not always be in a loss-making business. So how to solve this problem and increase the profit of the product? In fact, the secret of Zhenhua's development and growth is independent innovation, which is also the fundamental reason why China Zhenhua is not afraid of US sanctions. Zhenhua drives the research and development of new products with innovation, and improves the premium ability of products with core technology, thereby improving the quality and profit of products, and also improving the viability of itself. In order to encourage innovation, Zhenhua invests 5% of its output value in product development and innovation every year, and spends another 10 million yuan as a reward for employees who have made outstanding contributions. It is reported that the highest reward can reach 1 million yuan. In terms of innovative talents, Zhenhua has spared no expense to build a strong scientific research team. Among the company's 1,500 managers, more than 600 employees are scientific researchers, including 105 masters and 153 senior engineers. Under the guidance and encouragement of Zhenhua's top-down innovation mechanism, Zhenhua has also made remarkable innovation achievements. According to the official website of Zhenhua, currently Zhenhua has applied for 223 domestic patents, 103 invention patents, 113 practical patents, 24 valid international patent applications, and 28 national key new products. Relying on strong independent innovation capabilities, ZPMC's products are becoming more and more competitive, and have gained more and more international recognition, holding high the banner of Made in China. Today, Zhenhua Port Machinery has become a business card made in China, widely appearing in major ports in the world, such as Canada, the United States, European countries, Brazil, Venezuela, Thailand, Singapore, Sudan, the United Arab Emirates, and other countries. However, it is not the only reason for Zhenhua to remain strong in the port machinery manufacturing. Weighing the situation and focusing closely on market changes are also the reasons for Zhenhua to remain strong and prosperous. Industries such as bulk cargo machinery, offshore oil exploration supporting equipment, and steel structures, which are closely related to port machinery manufacturing, are also new growth points that ZPMC is looking for. Guan, who was in his 60th year, led ZPMC colleagues with high patriotic enthusiasm to start from scratch and gradually become bigger and stronger. It took 6 years to achieve the world's first position in the port machinery market. Zhenhua carried the banner of Made in China and made Made in China a household name. Zhenhua, like Huawei, has become the pride of the Chinese people. Entrepreneurs like Guan deserve the respect of each of us. Zhenhua is also worthy of the titles of King of Port Machinery and Pride of China. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.